What others think of my choices is irrelevant. They can blame you if it makes them feel better, but I've lived these moments, and there's not a single thing I regret. Blame is nothing but a projection of their own fears. I made my decisions with a full heart, knowing they were the right ones for me. No regrets, only growth. They want to accuse you of pushing me, but the truth is, I was the one who made every choice. I take full responsibility, and I'd never prod this journey for anything. Let them blame you, but I know the truth. My actions were born from my own soul's yearning. I don't regret anything I've done because every step was necessary for my growth. The weight of their blame doesn't burden me. I've chosen my own path, and no matter how hard it's been, I have no regrets because it was the only path that felt true to me. They'll never understand the reasons behind my actions, and that's okay. What matters is that I have clarity and peace in my heart. I stand by everything I've done with no regrets. When others point fingers, it's because they're scared of confronting their own truths. I don't need their approval because I've always followed what my heart told me was right. They can blame you for my decisions, but at the end of the day, I was the one who chose. I chose what was best for me, and in doing so, I found peace with no regrets. The blame others place on you is just their way of avoiding accountability. I made my decisions consciously, and no matter what they say, I will stand by them, free of regret. They'll keep blaming you, but I know the truth. Every choice I made was because I believed in it, and I have no regrets, only the peace of knowing I stayed true to myself. Their need to blame others stems from their own inability to understand. I made my decisions based on what I felt was right for me, and I have no regrets in doing so. Blame is a reflection of their fears and judgments. I've lived this journey with my eyes open and my heart fearless, and I have no regrets about the choices I've made. The world may place blame on you, but I'll always own my decisions. I acted from a place of honesty, and I would never regret following my own heart. People can blame whoever they want, but at the end of the day, I am the one who stood in my own shoes, made my own choices, and found peace in every step. No regrets. They can keep pointing fingers, but I've always made my own choices. It's my life, and I have no regrets about the way I've lived it, despite their judgment. Blame is an easy way out, but I've never chosen the easy road. I've followed my heart, and even when others disapprove, I have peace within because my choices were mine. They want to blame you for everything, but the truth is my decisions were guided by my own soul. I take full ownership of them and stand proud with no regrets. Let them blame you all they want. I stand tall because I know I made my own choices with clarity, and I've never been more sure of the path I'm walking. They can blame you, but I know the truth. Every decision I made was for my growth and happiness. No regrets, just gratitude for the lessons I've learned. The world may try to place blame, but in my heart, I know my actions were my own. I followed my instincts, and there's nothing about it I would change. They'll blame you for my choices, but I was the one who made them, and I stand with no regrets, knowing that I did what felt right for me in every moment. Blame doesn't change the fact that I made the decisions. They can point fingers, but I walk away with peace, knowing that I did what was necessary for my own growth. People can always find someone to blame, but I take full responsibility for my actions. No matter how they judge me, I know I did what was right for my heart. They'll point fingers and blame you, but my heart knows the truth. Every decision was mine to make, and I have no regrets for following my inner compass. Blame is a mask for fear. I've lived my truth, and though others may never understand, I stand strong in my decisions, with no regrets. They may want to blame you, but I know deep down that I'm the one who made my choices. I stand firm in my decisions, and I have no regrets. They'll keep trying to pin it on you, but I'm the one who walked this path. No matter what they say, I've never looked back, and I carry no regrets. Let them blame you if it helps them sleep at night. I stand in my truth, knowing that I followed my heart and have no regrets about the journey. Blame is just a distraction from their own fear. I made my choices based on what felt right for me, and I'll never regret following my heart. They can place blame on you all they want, but I know my decisions were mine to make. I've followed my heart, and in doing so, I have no regrets. They blame you for the choices you made, but in truth, it was my own heart that led me here. I cannot regret the path I've chosen because I followed my own instincts and desires, not anyone else's expectations. People may point fingers and accuse you of influencing my decisions, but what they fail to understand is that I was always in control of my actions. Every step I took was guided by my own truth, and I stand firm with no regrets. I've made my choices, and I carry the weight of them with a clear heart. They want to blame you, but in the end, it was my soul seeking its own direction. No matter what they say, I have peace within me. In the silence of my mind, I know that I followed what was true to me. Let them blame you all they want, but I walk this road proudly, knowing there's not a single choice I would change. The blame they place on you is just a shadow of their own insecurities. I made these decisions, and I own them completely. I have no regrets because I've been authentic with myself. Sometimes people don't understand why we do the things we do. They point fingers, they blame. But the truth is, I've lived these moments for myself, not for anyone else. And I have no regrets. They want someone to take responsibility for my actions. But the truth is, I alone am responsible. I did what felt right in my heart, and even if they disapprove, I stand strong with no regrets. Others will blame you for the choices I made, but those who truly know me understand that I was always the one steering my own ship. I won't let anyone diminish the peace I found in these choices. They may say it was you who pushed me, but deep down, I know my choices are mine to own. I'll carry no regrets because, ultimately, I did what I had to do for my own peace. When others blame you, they're just searching for someone to fault. But I'm not here to live by their standards. I followed my heart. And even when the world disagrees, I stand unshaken with no regrets. Blame, accusations, and judgment come easily to those who are afraid of self-examination. I, however, chose to embrace my truth without hesitation, and I can't regret living my life authentically. They believe they understand why I did what I did, but in reality, they can't see the full picture. It wasn't your influence, it was my own inner calling. No regrets, just lessons and growth. The ones who blame you for what I've done are too afraid to admit that I acted with the full knowledge of my own heart. I made my choices, and I wouldn't change a single thing about them. They'll never truly grasp the reasons behind my actions, and that's okay. What matters most is that I followed my instincts, and despite their blame, I'm proud of the person I've become. Let them blame you for what I've done, but the truth is, I've been walking this path with open eyes and a free heart. My decisions were mine, and there's not a single one I regret. When people blame you, they often forget one thing: I'm the one who made the choices. I didn't need anyone's approval, and I stand by every decision with unwavering confidence. I've lived my life according to my own heart, and no one can take that from me. They may want to blame you, but deep down, they know I'm the one responsible for my own journey, and I wouldn't change a thing. They'll point the finger at you, but in truth, I'm the one who made the call. And even if they don't understand, I've never been more sure of the decisions I've made. No regrets. I don't need their approval, and I don't need their blame. I've walked my own path, chosen my own steps, and there's nothing about my journey I would trade for anything. When others blame you, it's their way of avoiding responsibility for their own choices. I've always been the one to decide my fate, and every decision I've made is rooted in my own heart's desire. People often want someone to blame for my actions, but I am the architect of my own choices. I acted from a place of authenticity, and I stand by that, regardless of their opinions. Let them say whatever they will, but I've never been afraid to live my truth. They can blame you, but the reality is, I made these choices because they were mine to make. They want to hold you accountable, but the truth is, my actions were born from my own desires, not anyone else's. No matter how they view it, I'll live with no regrets. People blame others for the things they can't understand, but my decisions were mine alone. I'll never regret following my own path, no matter how hard it was or how much they try to twist the narrative. Blame comes easy to those who don't take the time to understand. I made my decisions, and while others point fingers, I'm content in knowing that I've always stayed true to myself. They may blame you, but I am the one who chose this path, and I do so with no hesitation, no guilt, no regrets, just a clear vision of where I want to go.